Today on Sinder's program, we're going to tell you our favorite dead video game franchises and tell you why we love them and why they should make a comeback. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Sinder's Playground. In today's episode, we are talking our favorite video game franchises that are dead. But when I say dead, I mean hasn't had a game come out in a very long time. That doesn't necessarily mean they're never gonna make a game from said franchise, but to us, it's dead, and they need to make another one ASAP, sir. This was my idea because I feel like there's a lot of game franchises that are just like, have nothing going on, and I'm just like, man, I would love to play a new whatever. So tell me, how did you come up with your list?
Well, I actually looked to see if there was games what games were coming out soon, and then I found a lot of the ones that I would have put I have on my list they're coming out
Really?
fairly soon. Yeah.
I mean, you can still put them down. They're not out yet.
Yeah.
I like it. What did I do? I did same thing I always do. Just Google, dead video game franchises or franchises that we miss. Just look at the list and then pick and choose. Like, okay, yeah, I like that franchise. I like that franchise. And just went off of that pretty much. I do have one honorable mention, and I'll start out with that when I do my list. But, sir, I'm going to let you go first. So you have the floor, and start with your, I guess, least game franchise, But you only did 5, right?
Yeah, I only have 5 on my list.
Okay, so Sinder has 10. So just the heads up to let you guys know. So go right ahead. Tell me your number 5.
My number 5, I'm rolling out with RoboCop.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess he's had a game or two in the arcades, though, right?
Yeah, in the arcade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and then you actually were the one who showed me that they were gonna come up with a new one.
Yeah, man.
And that's one of the games where like I like RoboCop as a character.
I know you do.
Yeah, so it's like to be able to play him in a game was awesome. And then I only ever played him. I didn't know he actually did have a system game, but I did only play it in the arcades. So
like back in the day, I think he had I want to say Genesis one.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I think he had a Sega Genesis game, because RoboCop's from the 80s. For those of you who don't know, I don't think that 2017 one was the first one. Which I have that movie still in the package. I've never watched it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I got it as a gift. I'm like, oh, okay, I like RoboCop, and then I never watched it.
Damn.
So, well, do you know who did the arcade games though?
No.
Oh, okay. Like I said, well, yeah, that was part of your criteria, sir. So who released the games, man?
Well, I did get that was last released 2003. So there
Jesus.
was one that was like, in my opinion, I thought the last time the game was released, like was like in the 90s. But
Hmm.
yeah, like I said, it's one of those that I would have loved to play.
Um. Correct me if I'm wrong, viewers, but yeah, the new RoboCop game coming out, I believe, is developed by the same people who did Terminator Resistance. Have you heard of that game or played it?
No.
It's really good. It's first person shooter or whatever, and it definitely takes you like through the not through the movie story. This is a whole new story, like I said, and then there's RPG elements to it where you have to interact with like the resistance and stuff like that because you're helping them take out the Terminators and everything, and you can upgrade your guns and everything. It's a very cool game. It's on PC, so that's why. I don't have it because if it was on console, I would have it. I do like the Terminator franchise, but yeah. So I think these people are the people who make this game. So I'm thinking it'll be good. It'll be polished, hopefully. And although I've heard some people who got to play it that he does move kind of slow, but that's RoboCop. It's not like he's fluid,
Yeah.
and everything. But I mean, like I said, if you want to go for the realism and be accurate to the films, I think he has to move slow. Because like I said, he's not like a very fast moving person. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I do like RoboCop. It's not my favorite sci-fi franchise, obviously, but I'm interested to see what they do, and it'd be nice to get a good game movie because those are very far few in between. So all right, RoboCop, man. Did not think you would say that, even though I know you love the character. So very good, very good. Next.
Next is Fable.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you are thinking shit that's coming.
Which
Look.
was the last release was 2010.
Mhm.
There isn't what I like about the game is I like your ability to choose the path, you know, and your character goes along with it. So like if you do good stuff, your character becomes angelic. If you do bad stuff, your horns start coming out of your forehead and stuff. And I think it's pretty cool. Like I like games like that.
Wait, what's your favorite?
The first one,
Really?
yeah.
Nah,
Wait, the first or second one? One of the two.
two is my favorite.
Two
Yeah.
is the one where you get the gun, right?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I think yeah, two is though because I remember
I think
I remember the
yeah.
cover now because he is
I
carrying a gun.
yeah, yeah. Actually I like two more.
Mm.
Yeah.
Two, yeah, two is dope, bro. Like I said, I mean, I only went through that game once, which I'm kind of sad because usually if I really like a game, I'll go through it again. Even, but no, I only went through that once. Damn, that is actually uh in my store, in my online store for Xbox. I just have to install it, but I should play that again. It's awesome. Yeah. Who released it?
I don't have any releases.
Oh, boo,
I think it was
boo.
Bungie.
No, it wasn't.
No. Do you know?
No, I know it wasn't them. Um, okay, so I'm sorry to ask you that. If you didn't put it down for
Yeah,
anybody,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, well, I like to know these things, so because just like in movies, like I said, if a director does something really good, I'm gonna follow him. So if the publisher does something really good or a developer, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna follow them. Oh, they did this game I love, so this should be good too. That's just me, educating myself on video game purchases because I hate to spend now $70+ on a game and it's having sucked. So I pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I guess you're right with that. Yeah.
All right, Fable. Very cool. And as we know from Sunday's Xbox showcase, a new one is coming, but they didn't give us a release date. So I'm thinking fall 2024, earliest, maybe 25, but we'll see. What you looking forward to the new one though?
Yeah, yeah. Um, kind of want to see how it's gonna be. I kind of want to see some gameplay.
Yeah, yeah, because yeah, there's the cinematics we've seen, and I was thinking about doing a video on this on my YouTube channel, but I'm still debating whether I'm going to do it or not. But I just want to. I'll say a little bit about it, and then, like I said, if I do a video about it, I'll let you guys know, whatever. But am I to assume that we're going to be the girl in this iteration of
I
the?
don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, so,
But like usually it's very like customizable.
yeah,
I thought in one of the fables you're able to choose a guy or a girl as a
I think so.
main
Yeah, yeah,
character.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that's still the case,
I mean,
but I don't know.
like I said, watching the whole Xbox showcase, I've seen a lot of lead starring roles for girls in some of these games, which it's fine. Like I said, I'm a fan of Laura Croft. She's a girl. She has her own series. The other thing, but I feel like they're forcing it down our throats now.
Yeah.
From the Star Wars game, which we both love Star Wars, but now the lead person is a female. Hellblade, we saw. Well, I mean, that's her game. That's fine. That's kind of like Bayonetta, where it's their game, it's their franchise. But when you have the option to either choose a guy or a girl, it seems like most companies are going with girls, doing this strong female empowerment thing, which we've seen in film, and now it's creeping into our video games. Like I said, I think I am going to do a whole rant about this on my YouTube channel, especially after seeing Sunday's Xbox showcase. I'm like, wow, this is a lead male, is that not cool now? Is that not cool? But yeah, like I said, didn't want to take too much time on that. I just wanted to address it, everything like that. So Fable, I hope we can choose between a boy or girl, because you should give us that option. All right, I'm done rambling. Go to your next one.
The next one is Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
So I like all Spider-Man games. Well, I haven't played a bad one, but I've only played like the real, like what there was a like what two or three
yeah,
released.
there's a few of them.
Yeah, so I like it. The last release was in September 2018.
Yeah, the
Um,
Spider-Man game only for Sony.
yeah,
Which I didn't get to play, which I'm sure was an awesome game, because these guys, Insomniac did this, and I forgot what game they know for. I forgot. But yeah, so they did a good job, and from what I heard, people love it. And people are hyped for the second one. Um, so yeah, like I said, I am kind of sad that I never got to play it, and I won't get to play this new one, unless I get a PS5 in the next month. I mean, the next year or so, which is highly unlikely. So yeah, well, I'm just looking up Insomniac games, but go ahead.
but yeah, I like it. The fun missions, fun side missions, and it's always good to play as Spider-Man. It's always fun
Oh yeah, he's a character.
swinging shit and fucking people up. It's always a good time, and he has great villains. So like the story behind them is the storyline on the games is always really good.
Okay, so they did Ratchet and Clank.
Mm,
Okay, you ever play those games?
yeah.
Yeah, she did Ratchet and Clank, and they're the developers working on the Wolverine game for PS5. Obviously,
Oh,
Jesus
I might
Christ.
have to get a PS5.
I mean, maybe, like I said. Um, all right. So as we know, like I said, Spider-Man 2 is coming this year, everything like that. And I mean, the last one in 2017, bro. That's not really a dead franchise. But
I mean, but it doesn't come out that often.
I know, but I said most wanted games, like I said, we didn't know, I guess, until the last week. Yeah, until last week that there was another Spider-Man game coming, so all right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But have you played the first one though, at all?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You did.
I like unlocked all the suits and stuff. Like that's
Mm,
how much I like
yeah.
Spider
I
Man.
mean, people say it's like, well, it is one of the best games of this console generation, the Spider-Man game. So I'm like, damn, man, I really would love to play it. I love Spider-Man. I mean, this it was a good story there too. I was told, right?
Yeah,
And like I said, and then you got to interact with people, like talk to people and stuff, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh man, like I said, oh yeah, like I said. I mean, if I were to buy a PS5, that would probably be the first game I would buy. Yeah,
yeah. It's like
like,
a must. Like you
yeah,
have to.
that would be the game I would buy. I mean, I love God of War, Last of Us, and Horizon Zero Dawn. I heard good things, but nah, Spider Man. That would be my first game. Yeah,
I
you know.
agree.
Okay, next, sir, on your list.
The next two are just gonna be you're probably already know, but um, the next one is Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay. Obviously. Well, I mean, at this point, we should know games from them take a long time,
Yeah,
in between titles,
yeah. But
Uh,
I mean, it's been since 2013.
GTA has gone through three console generations. GTA 5 has gone through three console generations.
Yeah,
Yeah, think
that's
about that.
true.
Think about that.
That is crazy.
I don't think, yeah, no other game has done that. Has like gone through three console generations because each generation they made a new enhanced version of
Yeah,
it. So it's just like
yeah.
wow.
I used to time it like with getting a new system and like Grand
GTA.
Theft Auto coming out, like either following up very closely or is just coming out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And that was the big thing. It was like, oh, like, am I gonna wait to play Grand Theft Auto, blah blah blah, or and play it on my old system, or wait until I get the new system and get Grand Theft Auto for that new system?
mhm.
Because it was always like that. It was always like a weird timing where it's like the console, the game would come out right before the console launched, and it's like, damn, do I get it for my PS3 or do I get it for my PS4?
Mhm.
And you're like, I don't want to play it like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no, that's it. I mean, yeah, I don't have them on my list just because I know it's coming, and
yeah.
and we know like it's not dead. Like I said, Rockstar would be stupid to not make another Grand Theft Auto. So yeah, I don't have it on my list, but I mean, and we know from what was it last year? Those leaks came out about GTA 6. Like, so we know, like I said, it's coming, and it looks like they're gonna take a different approach, and they better give us the option to pick a boy or a girl. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very upset. Still gonna buy it, but still gonna be upset. You know.
You're gonna be robbing banks, pissed off.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said,
I really hope that they just keep it with one character.
yeah, that's another thing too. I don't. Yeah,
I don't like the three character thing. I really don't.
I neither.
It's not. I don't like it.
No, I don't like it at all. Either two.
I don't even think I finished the last Grand Theft Auto.
Five?
Yeah.
I beat five just because I wanted to see the ending, but
I
but
think
but I've only did one playthrough. Like for all those other games, I've played it multiple times.
yeah.
GTA 5, I went through it one time. That was it. And then yeah, I kind of just put it down. I mean, honestly, I haven't played that game since I beat it, which is I don't even know, like a decade going on a decade now. But yeah, it's a great franchise. Like I said, we know we're gonna keep getting them as long as even though they take forever to come out. We're gonna keep getting them, and yeah, I'm can't wait till C6, man. It's wait to be 6. It's funny. I have a couple Rockstar games on my list, believe it or not. But yeah, again, we don't know when 6 is gonna come out. Hopefully next month at E3. No, I don't. Yeah, there is going to be an E3 this year. That's right.
Well, they said it should release around 2025.
That's what
So
you heard.
that's what I heard.
That's what you heard.
That's what I heard. That's like 2 years away.
Yeah, more than 2 years, 2.5 years away. I mean, I don't think. I think next year. I mean, not.
Well, no, like the beta looked really well undone. but it looked cool, but undone.
Oh, you mean the leaked game footage?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a
So I
beta.
would still say that they still need to.
I mean, nah, I think next year. I think it's gonna come out next year, next fall. It's my prediction. Next fall it'll come out. Because they know people.
Cinder's prediction.
Because they know people are waiting, chomping at the bit, to play it, and everything. That's been so long.
Well,
man.
I think one thing that doesn't help is like the last game online. Like people have just been playing that for such a long time.
Oh yeah, like I
like,
said, they're gonna make the hell out of it, and I think even when 6 comes out, they're still gonna continue to support GTA Online. I think that's good. They're probably gonna make that be its own thing. Believe it or not, I think.
yeah, I mean they're making money off of it still.
Yeah, so I think maybe before or during the release of GTA 6, they'll be like, okay, if you guys would love to play GTA Online, this is its own thing, So they'll probably like sell a pack or something like that. We could just, if you don't have it, or if you have GTA 5 and have it, maybe you could just port it over or whatever for a separate program. I don't know. Like I said, to me, I think they should just have it be its own separate thing, which it pretty much is. It's become its own monster, because they're still doing updates to it and everything like that every few months, getting new expansions and everything. I mean, I haven't played it since the release of GTA 5, to be honest with you, because there's so many bugs and issues like that now. And then now, I'm afraid if I go in, everybody be so OP over me and everything like that.
Yeah.
It just be like, yeah, it's not even worth it, man. I'll just get like disintegrated. The minute I strip onto the map. So yeah, I'll wait till the GTA 6 comes out, man. So wait, what number was that?
That was 2.
Okay, so one more. I think I know what this is, but I'm gonna let you say it, and I'll tell you if I guess correctly or not.
All right. Well, this one is a little bit controversial, but Resident Evil.
It just had one.
No. See, like they're doing remakes, and then they stopped and they started doing like Village.
The Village came out last year.
Yeah,
so
but Village, no, Village isn't like Resident Evil. I don't know. I feel like that's a whole different type of game. But I looked up and then I saw something called Resident Evil 9 Apocalypse, and it looks like they're going back to like.
Wait, so the Village would be 8? Or no?
Yeah.
So the Village is kind of as 8. So 9 would be the newest one. If you're going by numbers.
Yeah, 9 would be the newest one, but it looks like they're going back to like regular Resident Evil. Like the Village, I think is like a complete separate
Story?
Like I played it
Mm-hmm.
and like they have werewolves
So?
and zombies and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like I like just the zombies. I feel like you're adding too much to it.
Well, I mean, I can see both sides of this where the purists like yourself, they just want zombies, but then you gotta get people who probably get tired of that shit. It's like, man, I need something else. I want more variety in these games. So that's why they're probably catering to them, because they want to keep them as players.
I mean, I like Village. I just don't see it as a Resident Evil game. If that makes sense. I just don't see it.
No,
like,
I can see that.
I'm like, oh, Village, yeah. Like, not
it's
really.
I mean,
That's why I said controversial, because it's like,
yeah, you just had one.
yeah. And I mean, they're making the remakes, which yes, like they're making the remakes, but it's not like any fresh new story. Like for me, in my opinion, the last game I would consider was Resident Evil was 5.
Okay.
And then the rest have been like weird
Wait, what was that?
adaptations.
What was after 5?
Biohazard.
Oh.
And then I think Village, and then Village 2, I think, or something. Or just Village.
No, there was something before the Village, I think. Not 5, but something else. It was 5. You said Biohazard, and then what else? You don't know, man. This is your franchise.
I don't know, because I mean I fell off after 5 because like I said I didn't like that it wasn't really like Like I didn't feel like it was Resident Evil at that point.
I mean, oh, I see something here called Death Island. I don't know what that is. Probably another spinoff.
And remember we played that demo of
Yeah.
Resident Evil. See, like that, I wouldn't even consider Resident Evil either.
Wait, I mean, what are we doing about? Oh,
Remember that creepy, weird one that was in the house?
yeah, but I
And
mean,
you had
what,
a camera.
oh yeah, but I mean, damn, what was that? Was that the? I didn't know what that was. That was Village though, wasn't it? Or where was it for? I don't even remember who played. But like I said, that's so. What? I was looking up the timeline.
Oh wait, yeah, there was Resident Evil 6. There was a Resident Evil 6.
I figured. I knew there was. The
But even then, that was released a long time ago. I don't think I played that one because I felt like it was I don't remember. There's something weird about that one.
just didn't like it. Didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it.
Yeah, 6. All right. Yeah, I remember 6. Now I'm looking at the logo. That, you know. Yeah, so many spin-offs. You got Revelations. You got yeah, Outbreak. Oh, jeez, so much. Code Veronica. Remember that one?
Yeah.
All right. I guess for purists, that could be your.
I mean, if you fought me on that one, I would have just said Max Payne. Which that one you probably thought would have been on my list.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Max Payne, man. You just paid the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one that was released. You know,
that's still new to me, so I consider that as a release.
And then
it just came out yesterday.
What's it called? And you had fun with it, man. So yeah, you should have just put it on your list. Max Payne. Damn, that's not on my list either. Max Payne. I wasn't even thinking about that. But okay. So you're waiting for a true Resident Evil sequel.
Yeah.
Basically, is what you're saying. That's why you chose that to be your number one. All right. You can fight with him on Instagram about this if you want. Because, like I said, the franchise is clearly not dead. Continuously putting out content, you know, Capcom.
I mean, like I said, story, man. I need a new story. Not a new story. I need a follow-up to the story.
No, you need a new story. Like I said, for what you want, I think a new story would be better for you. You know.
I do like the remakes though.
Yeah, which I still haven't played. I gotta get on that. Let's go. All right. So that's your list. Again, all this shit is coming out.
Yeah.
You know, like I said. But I think the listeners will get more out of my list than yours because a lot of this shit we probably will never see. So that's just what it is. So now, are you ready to hear Sinder's most wanted video games from dead franchises?
Let's go.
Okay, first I have one honorable mention, and my honorable mention is Marvel vs. Capcom. Now, the last entry was 2017 with Marvel's vs. Capcom and Infinite. The reason I'm mentioning it is because last game was poorly received and for good reason. Due to licensing issues, the roster was lackluster, to say the least. But now that Marvel / Disney owns practically all their IPs, I want Capcom to make a new game with the biggest and greatest roster ever in the history of the series. So, like I said, the reason I didn't put it in the top 10 is because the last one came out in 2017. I was like, okay, that's fairly recent. So, but I did want to touch on this just because, like I said, I love this game fighting franchise, and last one sucked. So I want them to do a good one, you know, come back with a vengeance, man. And now that like I said, Disney / Marvel owns most of their IPs now, since they've been acquired the Fox license and everything like that, they should have no reason to make a new game / new game with a new roster, a good roster, you know. So yeah, what do you think about that? For going
I like it.
yeah.
I wish I thought of it.
You like those games, don't you?
Yeah, that one was fun.
Yeah, like I said, yeah. No, dude, I love Marvel vs. Capcom. So dope, man. I mean, do you have a favorite one?
I like the ones that were in arcade.
Well, they all were in arcade.
Well, like I never really played one that wasn't.
What?
I never. I think I played it in a PS4.
No, okay, that's good. I mean, a lot of people say, well, I mean, if you go back, it started off with the Marvel superheroes, and then it went on to X-Men versus Street Fighter. Then it went on to um the first Marvel vs. Capcom, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is the one that really I think made the series blew up, because that was the one that was in arcades all the time. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was really dope. You know, like I said. Then 3 was basically a port, I think. I don't even remember that seeing that in arcade. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Then again, there's not all arcades I could go to.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then the next one, which was Infinity, was the last one, which kind of sucked ass. Well, just kind of sucked. It sucked a lot. You know, so yes, Capcom need to make up. I mean, these guys are the kings of fighting games, you know, in some people's eyes. So put out a dud like that using Marvel characters, that's wrong, you know. But then again, like I said, their hands were tied as far as characters go. But now, you know, if given the opportunity, I know they can make a great game with a great roster. All right, now moving on. Dive. My co-host did 5, but Sinder, being an old school guy, I did 10. Okay, so are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Number 10, I have SSX. Last game release in 2012, put out by EA when they were still a good company. You're familiar with the series, sir?
No.
That's the big snowboarding one.
Oh.
You know, where you could do the crazy inflame flips, you know, and had the killer soundtracks to all the games and everything like that, man. Love this series, man. Like, and I would love to see. I'm sure, yeah, EA still has the rights, so I mean, I would love to see them make an updated one, you know, and just blow it out the water. I mean, customization, your boards, your rider, killer soundtrack, man, huge maps and everything like that, man, and even have online plays where you can like race your friends and stuff like that. That's what I like to see for next SSX reboot, you know, or have it, yeah. Basically, you can just say a reboot. Just have a reboot the series because 2012 was the last game. Thoughts on this? And have you played any of these?
No, I never got into the snowboard games.
Oh,
The snowboard and racing games I never got into, except for Need for Speed.
Need for Speed is dope. You know?
Yeah.
What, you never played the Tony Hawks?
No.
Oh, what? Man, those games are huge, man. And you never played them?
No.
Bro, missing out. You know, they just released a remake last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So you should buy that, man. And it's not even a full price. I think it's like $30. But
That's not bad.
But yeah. So wow, I can't believe you never played Pro Skater, bro. So bad. All right, sir. My number 9. I have Bully from Rockstar Games. Well, Rockstar Vancouver developed it, but the game was published by Rockstar, because you know there is like Rockstar and there's a subdivision of Rockstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Rockstar Vancouver, Rockstar East, West, you know, and I think there's one is Rockstar Montreal, I think. So yeah, Bully, which is did you play this?
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, I love Bully. And Rockstar has not touched this game since 2006 when it was released. There've been a couple like deluxe editions of the game, you know, with everything that you could well, all the DLC and everything in it. But nah, they need to come back to this, man. I would like to see him like in college now, and then him still being like an asshole and everything like that. Yeah, that's what I like to see for a sequel. And then it's having getting all kinds of shit and everything like that. I would love to see that, man. So yeah, Bully. You like this game?
Yeah, I liked it. I think I even got it for the iPhone.
Yeah. uh,
That's how much I liked it.
like I said, and is think this is Rockstar's least talked about and visited game, man. Like I said, even like what's the other one they did? Manhunt. As controversial as that game was, what you call it? They made 3 of them. We got one Bully. So yeah, Rockstar. Not that you're listening to this, but make a new game. Give us a new Bully or a new Manhunt. One of those. Uh, okay, ready for my number 8, sir.
Let's
Number 8,
go.
I have Turok. Last released in 2008. This was a reboot, though, the 2008 version, and critically and fan reception hated this game because I feel like they got away from what made Turok fun, and the mechanics were just all over the place. This was what do you call it? Published by Acclaim and is developed by Iguana Entertainment. Side note: did you know the series is based on a comic book series called Turok Dinosaur Hunter?
No, I did not.
So there was a comic book for this first for a
Wow.
video game, which I didn't even know. What you call it? I just thought, oh, this is just somebody just came up with this idea. This Native American killing dinosaurs with machine guns. I'm like, cool, I like it.
Damn.
But nah, this is serious, man. Like I said, and it's gone like a long time. I don't know if it's still running. I didn't go in that deep, but yeah, based on a comic book. Now, reason I like this game because, of course, we all played the first Turok on the N64, which is one of the greatest systems ever, and
Yeah, seriously.
yeah, and what you call it, and I loved it, man. Just like have this first person shooter where you're killing dinosaurs with machine guns. Just like the whole concept to me just blows my mind. Obviously because dinosaurs were back in the prehistoric days where we didn't have guns and shit like that. So this is like throw the world on its head, so to speak, and have this Native American guy just slaughter, dinosaurs and monsters and shit. It's like, fell in love with it, man. What you call it? I think I played just the first 2. Anything after that, I didn't play because I think I moved on from the 64 and just like, yeah,
It's not the same.
yeah, and so yeah, so thoughts on Turok, sir, for you?
Another one I missed.
Yeah. So you like the games?
Yeah.
Turok was awesome, bro. It really was. So you remember playing that 64 one?
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
only one I played it for. I didn't try it.
Okay, but yeah, man, Turok, that is worth it. All right, number 7, man. We're talking Castlevania, sir. Last release was 2014's Lords of Shadows, developed and published by Konami, as we know. I I'm gonna lie, not gonna lie, haven't played every single Castlevania game, but when people say Castlevania, what immediately jumps in my head is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. A lot of people hail that as one of the best Castlevania games, and I would agree. It's awesome. Um, I do remember playing the first few Castlevanias as a wee lad on the Super NES, Super Castlevania, I believe it was called. It was dope, because you were the Belmonts, man. Oh wait, have you watched the series, like the Netflix?
No.
Oh, you never watched the Netflix show?
No, is it good?
It's so good, bro. It really is, man. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, I think it went 3 seasons. I think an entire week I like binged the whole show.
Really?
That's how much I was into it, man. I kept watching after episode. Yeah. In a whole week, I binged the entire 3 seasons. I was just like, oh man, this is so dope. So the blood, gore, sex, violence. It's awesome. That's everything.
What?
Oh yeah, man. If you guys want to watch a good anime, nice adult oriented anime, watch the Castlevania series on Netflix. You won't be disappointed, bro. Um, Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't even think about that when I was writing this. Like, oh yeah, there's a series. Yeah. But yeah, man, this series needs something else. The Lord of Shadows, which I didn't play, that was the last one. Uh, I mean, they tried to bring it into the 3D realm, and it not only looked bad. I heard it played bad too, because Castlevania has mostly been a 2D side scroller, kind of like Sonic and stuff like that. Um, I wouldn't mind to see a realized world, of Transylvania. Maybe something like I'm gonna say the Outer World. No, maybe not the Outer World. It's like Fallout, I guess. What I'm gonna say something like Fallout, where you know, but like in third person, because Fallout is a first person perspective you get, but make it third person, and like I said, and you can interact with like the villagers and stuff, or go on quests. Let's say you go into a town and be like, "Oh my god, this monster is terrorizing us," for like months. It's like, I'll take care of it, and then you guys will give me money after I'm done. So I can buy new weapons and stuff like that. So the progression, and you go across, Transylvania, the towns and shit like that. Also have like a you have like a main story where I don't know. Let's say you want to your main story. I mean, your main focus is like to kill like Dracula's fucking grandson or some shit like that. You know. But you can also do these side quests in all these little towns and shit like that, man. That's what I would love to see for a new Castlevania. I doubt that will happen though. Right, go on. Have you played any of these?
No, I never played Castlevania.
Not one.
Not one.
Jesus, man. Oh, sorry.
But I never had anyone. I never knew anybody who played it. So that's also another reason why I never got into it. But
Oh,
hearing you talk about it kind of makes me want to play it and watch the show.
watch the show first, and then I think you'll get a good understanding of like,
What it's about.
yeah, what it's about and everything like that, man. But man. All right, moving on to number 6. I have Deus Ex. Last release in 2016, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. This franchise has had several different owners and distributors. So I'm gonna go with the last one. It was released and published by Square Enix. Um, yeah, this franchise, highly underrated in my opinion. Very good, and one of the first games I played uh, where I really got into the role play aspect of it, where I can grade my uh, human attachments, I guess you call them, or upgrades, if you will, and you can upgrade your guns, stuff like that. And plus, like I said, it was one of those games where you get to interact with people, and like because I love those kind of games, can actually choose what you say. I like games like that and see how people react to you and stuff like that. So like I said, it was a very, very good idea and game. And Square Enix has been sitting on this since 2016. It hasn't shown any indication that they're going to make another one. Which, if that's the case, you should just sell the rights to somebody else who will make a game. But no, I would love to see a new Deus Ex, bro, and just have it, you know, just more of the same for me. I think fans wouldn't be mad about that. Like I said, you can upgrade your character, you can upgrade your weapons, upgrade your skills, everything like that, and have a good compelling story, man. And have our main character, take down, an evil, military base or government organization or some shit like that. Just have them fight through it all. That's what I like to see for the next one. You know. So I'm guessing you never played these games either, right?
No. How does
No.
it? How's it spelled? Okay.
Uh, Deus Ex, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, you guys who play this, you know what I'm talking about, man. This game needs another installment. All right, going on. Hitting number 5 now. And number 5, I have Sleeping Dogs, released in 2012, developed by United Gamefront and published by Square Enix. Yeah, again. This one Wait, have you ever heard of this game?
No.
So dope, man. Open world, open world Japan, bro. Think about that, man. Where you can do pretty much whatever you want. Uh, you
That's cool.
you are you're a cop, and but you're going undercover in the yakuza, and what do you call it? And you're trying to infiltrate them until you get to the big guy. You know, the guy whose head is in it. So obviously, on the way, you do some dirty shit, which is cool. I like that. Yeah, you know, and it's because you're trying to earn the big man's trust and everything like that. And like I said, dope, man. You make money, you can buy clothes, food.
Do some illegal activities.
Yeah, no, there's none. Nah. I mean, you can romance people, but you can't like buy hookers or anything like that. You know, like I said, you have to, you know, talk it up. You know, and bro, like I said, just I label it GTA in Japan. That's what I call it, man.
Oh wow!
Even though there is like a main story because you're a cop and you're trying to what do you call it? You know, take down this organization, but still, you can still pretty much do anything you want. So that's why I like this. This is what I have this installed on my Series X, you know, so I can go back and play it because I still never beat it. But I love the world that you know that you're in, you know, and especially if you like, you know, Japanese culture, you know, it's definitely something that I think it's missing in gaming, I guess. You know, where you can see different environments that are just here on Earth. Well, not on Earth, but like here in America all the time, you know, where you see the other distant lands.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
it's pretty interesting.
So yeah, Sleeping Dogs, man. Only made one. Like I said, there was a what do you call that? Kickstarter to try to get another one made, but it didn't reach its goal, you know. And I found this out after the fact because I would have poured money into this if I heard.
So what happened to all the money?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how Kickstarter works. You know, what do you call it? I don't know if the people don't meet their goal, that they just keep the money or what. I don't know how that shit works. You know, that's why I've never participated in any. Yeah, you know, because I don't know if my money is gonna get me when I'm buying, which is access to a new game. So yeah, so. Never heard of this, right?
No, but that's interesting.
Nah. Well, I'll show you after we finish, man. Like I said, and you can just dive in real quick for 2 minutes and play around and see what I'm talking about, man. All right, number 4, sir. Are you ready? This is L.A. Noire, produced by Team Bondi and published by Rockstar. Because I thought this was an in-house Rockstar made game, but I forgot. I did see a video not too long ago about how this game came about, and yeah, Team Bondi is not affiliated with Rockstar, but Rockstar liked the idea, so they just produced the game, hence giving them the money to make it. L.A. Noire, sir, have you played this game?
No, this is one of the games that I've always wanted to play though.
It's so.
This was like around the same time that Mafia came out too, and actually Mafia would be one of those games that I want to play too.
Yeah, I mean, I played Mafia 2. I never played the original Mafia. I played Mafia 2.
I played both. They were both good.
I mean, I love Mafia 2. So, and from what I hear, Mafia 2 is just like Mafia but better. You know.
Yeah.
You know. But no, LA Noire, man, dude. So hyped for this game to come out. Again, it's a Rockstar game, but still, I was just like, oh man, when it came out, day one, bought it, man. I was like, oh man, this is so cool, man. The fact you actually have to do detective work, you know, which is cool, man. You have to interrogate people, man, you know, and it'll ask you like, well, what do you want to ask them? You know, and then give you like 3 or 4 choices.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just like that, you know, and then you have to tell if they're lying or not and everything like that. I'm like, bro, it's like real detective. And then got to go to crime scenes, look for clues, man. You know, and then actually, like I said, putting together, you know, or trying to find out the answer of a case, you know, a murder, homicide, you know, robbery, whatever, you know, because there's more than one case that you're working on because it's a long ass game. But yeah, and then the shit you do when you're not on the clock, you know, like I said, man, like I said, you can go to bars, play pool, do races, you know, even pick up prostitutes, you know.
Damn.
So yeah, man, LA Noire, bro. Like I said, I want them to make another game, but like I said, I think, but I think Rockstar and Bondi had a falling out. That's why we haven't seen one or even heard of one. So this is why Rockstar likes, you know, have their in-house teams do games, because they know the deal. But man, I would love to see another one. Like I said, I don't know if they have the rights to it, but hey, Rockstar, if you do, you should make this after GTA. Yeah, you should make this after GTA. Definitely. Like I said, I will wait another 10 years for another LA Noir, bro. So good. Can't believe you never played this game, bro. It's so good.
Yeah, that's one of
Yeah,
the games I've always wanted to play.
so good, bro, man. Like, and the realism of it, man, dude. I'll tell you, 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 you want to know my first oh shit moment when I played this game? Yeah.
Or what?
Like I said, I mean, obviously, I was enthralled by the graphics and dialogue and the way people looked and everything like that. But the one thing that made me go, oh shit. Well, I did it a lot, but I'm gonna say the first time it made me go, oh damn, was so as I mentioned before, you can have, you pick up prostitutes and stuff like that. So your character is married. So I go home and this girl's like, it's like, I know what you did. You know what you did. Bitch, kick me out of the house. Literally, man. I was just like, oh shit. I was like, damn, they're for real. I was like,
Damn.
they're for real. And I was like, I had a hotel like for the rest of the game and everything like that, man. Like, and then I think a couple times I tried to talk to her and get back. She wouldn't have any of it, bro. She didn't have any of it, bro. I was just like, word. I'm like, all right, guess I'm single now. That's
Damn.
what it is, man. So yeah, like I said, the
You ruined
realism.
that guy's life.
Yeah,
He's still trying to get back with his wife, and you.
I was just like, man, bro. So yeah, this other person was like, oh wow, they're really taking this for real. When that happened, I was like, wow, okay. Like, okay, they're really making this real. So yeah. So if you haven't played it, like I recommend playing it. I mean, you can still get it for like it's probably $20 now.
Yeah.
It's so old, So get it, go to your platform store, buy it, play it if you haven't already. Trust me, there's tons to do, and you will thoroughly enjoy it. You like Grand Theft Auto, you like this. I guarantee it. So yeah, man, LA Noir, bro. Damn, you haven't played any of this shit. Oh god. All right, sir. Number 3. Are you ready? Um, I'm surprised this one wasn't on your list, man. You raved about this game. I'm like, well, I know that's gonna be on his list, but he didn't. And actually, I'm surprised where it landed, to be honest with you. But, taking everything into consideration, I was like, yeah, that was really good. But I got Legacy of Kain as my number 3.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. What's it called? Last release in 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance. This is developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Eidos Interactive. Man, yeah, dude.
That game was sick.
The first one I played on PS2. I'm just like, oh man, this is dope. When you're like a vampire hunting other vampires and shit like that, man, and the kid fight monsters.
Somebody help me, please.
Shit. Like, oh man, this is so cool, bro. Man, it is so original, man. I loved it, man. What you call it? And be honest, I only played the first one. Maybe I played the second one. Yeah, I think I only played the first one, but I know they did like 3 or 4. But nah, that first one, man, that first experience, man, so dope.
Somebody help me, please.
So dope, man. And all right, well, before I go on, what you call it? So I know you like this game. Tell me why you like it, and then what games that you play out of the series.
I think I only played 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like everything about it. You get to fly, glide, or whatever. I like that every time you killed a vampire, you got a new power, and the powers were fucking dope. Like, they were all like different ones. I'm like, I think I never got a chance to beat the second one. I think it was just too hard.
Yeah, well, they make it hard. Actually, let me see what games they hurt. I mean, how many? Because I want to know now. I want to know how many games there are. Do you know? Oh,
No, not off the top of my head.
oh, Soul Reaver. That's right. Oh yeah, so I did play two. I did play two. I did play two. The games.
Wait, what? There was one in 2014.
Blood Omen.
Wait, what? It was a spin-off of Legacy of Kain. So there was a spin-off
Yeah.
called Nosgoth, but I never heard of it. Wow, that's crazy. I might want to play that.
Okay, so I did play the first two because I'm looking at the covers and I remember them vividly. Um, I remember this cover from the PlayStation. So PlayStation One was the first game, and then Soul Reaver, which is the one I really got into. This is my favorite Soul Reaver. Awesome, remember that. My favorite, and then by 2001, this is the third one, Soul Reaver 2, which I didn't play. I just played the first one because I definitely don't remember that having that box. That was on PS2. 22, they had not 22, 2002. Blood Omen 2.
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
Oh, you see, I don't remember playing this one.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I got this one. You know, and then
Oh, and the cool thing was whenever you got hurt, you could suck somebody's blood.
Defiance was the last one. Like I said, no, I didn't play this. But it was, yeah, it was only for Xbox and PS2. So yeah, no way. But yeah, man, love to see another one of these come back, man. Like I said, and do it up good, man. I want third person or realistic environments. What you call it? I want gore, and I want to be able to kill or have sex with anything I want. So yes, this is what I want, and definitely would be a M on this game because it should be. And that's what I want for what you call it? Legacy of King. Come back, man. Like the Crystal Dynamics. What are you guys doing? You know, well, I should say Crystal Edios. Make a new one, man. Uh, okay. So forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was surprised because I know how much you like this franchise. I was like, man, he didn't even mention Legacy of King, bro. Oh, messed it up. Now, sir, number 2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number 2.
I want to see what else I missed.
I have Splinter Cell, last release 2013 in Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I have. What's it? Developed and published by Ubisoft, the Assassin's Creed people, as you most people know them as. Man, Sam Fisher, dope. Man, I remember I didn't play the original Splinter Cell on the original Xbox, but 360 though, yes, man. Splinter Cell, the whole night vision thing. You know, when he puts on the shades,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's so dope, man. It's so unique. At the time, man, I was just like, oh man, it's so cool, bro. And just like, and I know a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people call this a Metal Gear clone or Metal Gear copy or whatever like that, which is kind of true. But I think that's why they put it the whole nighttime vision thing to differentiate itself from Metal Gear. But like I said, you can be stealthy like in Metal Gear, or you just go in guns blazing and not give a fuck, which is what I did most of the time. But nah, I love this franchise and everything. That now this is probably the only one on my list that I know a new one is coming out. But from what I'm hearing, like I said, it's gonna be way PC, which it shouldn't be. These are grown out. This is a grown ass man who has done some shitty things in his life, and everything like that. So like I said, he's not the best person. So the fact they're kind of want to go don't want to offend anybody, really, really, really annoys me. Like I said, Sam Fisher, and like I said, he's a douchebag. Yeah, done a lot of shitty things. Even though he's worked for the government, and well, the government has done shitty things too. So like I said, we'll see. Um, Especially like the last couple of these games, I really like the story of it because before I really just didn't care. I just like killing motherfuckers. But the last two, I really was Conviction and Blacklist, which I really like the story of those games, and also it gives you a little bit more inside perspective of Sam, you know, and yeah, just do this one right, man. I'm afraid I'm gonna be disappointed, but we'll see. We'll see. So familiar with this series, sir?
Yeah, but I never got into it that
Mm,
well.
no, it's still good.
I thought it was. I put it on there. I thought it was similar to Metal Gear Solid, where you had to sneak around a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't like games like that too much because I don't like sneaking. I like going in guns blazing.
I'm right there with you. Like I said, I mean, I would change it up though. The only times I would like change it up if it's like, say, go into a building and there's like 20 dudes. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to take some of these motherfuckers outside.
No, I'll start shooting.
Yeah,
I'll go in, taking cover.
So that's just me, So definitely. All right, it's about that time, sir. My number one, man. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
What you call it? And I know you didn't play this game.
You know, I didn't play this game.
I know you didn't play this game, bro. I mean, I'm 99% sure you never played this game, but you know,
I want to hear it.
but we'll see. We'll see. My number one most wanted game, and I would love to be a new version of this, man, that everybody can play. I mean, it's on everything. That is Knights of the Old Republic. Is my number one most wanted video game. Was released in 2004, developed by Saber Interactive, but originally was done by BioWare. Now, published by Sony Interactive. Now, but originally was done by LucasArts. So now, it's the original Knights of the Republic. So you have BioWare, which had developed the game, and you have LucasArts publishing it. LucasArts, obviously, they did Star Wars games before Disney bought it, and then before Disney bought it, within BioWare, who does my favorite game series, which is Mass Effect, man. And now, some of you listening to this might be like, hey, they did a expansion for this in 2022. Yes, but the reason it's my number one is because I want a new version for console players, something for us to do. Granted, we could go back and play the original Knights of the Republic, but now, I mean, the story's still good, but looking at it, I'm like, ugh.
You're gonna see blocks. You're
Yeah.
gonna be playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. So I want an updated version of Knights of the Republic. So call it a remake, if you will. That's what I want. Like I said, now those of you who have high-end PCs, well, I should say, if I had a high-end PC, I probably would still be playing it now, but I don't. So that's why I want one for us console gamers. Let's go. Want a new version for us because, like I said, I played Knights of the Republic, man, the original one. So good. Arguably one of the best Star Wars games ever made, man. It's so good because it took that universe that we know and love, the Star Wars universe, man, and then it puts you as, and like I said, when you start, you can be a Sith, you can be a Jedi, you can be a bounty hunter, you can be a smuggler, you could be what you call it, just a regular like a workshop smith or something like that. The choices were endless, man. What you call it, and then you would go craft your own journey, pretty much, man. Like I said, go on to different planets. Interact with people, betray people. romance people. What do you call it? Switch sides in the middle of your playthrough if you want. This is what you could do, man. And like I said, it had the dialogue tree where you interact with people and be like, it could be an ass, or you could just be non-committal, or you could be a good person and just help everybody come across. Choices were up to you. I love games that give you choice. And it's in the Star Wars universe. So yes, Knights of the Old Republic. I want them to make a remake for console players. That's what I want. Okay, sir. So have you ever heard about this game?
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't remember if I played it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I did hear about it.
But they nickname KOTOR, that's what the old heads say. Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR.
Oh.
KOTOR, man. Like I said, and I didn't even know they were still making expansions. So when I saw this, like, damn, they just did an expansion, a year ago and shit. I'm like, damn, okay, so they're still, fucking with this game, you know. But nah, I'm on for us console players, man. We need it, man. We deserve a good Star Wars game. Not that Star Wars Survivor wasn't good. Oh no, not Star Wars. What was this? Fallen Jedi. That was the first one, right? Fallen Jedi was good, but I want something like this though, where it's massive, where I can go whatever, do whatever, kind of like Starfield, where I could go whatever, do whatever. Where I hope that game delivers, though, you know. But that's a video for another show. Well, I mean, that's a podcast for another show. Um, but nah, Knights of the Republic, man. Like I said, if you haven't played this game and you're a Star Wars fan, you need to find a way to play it. Telling you, you would love it, man. Let's go. And yeah, I just want one I can play here on my Xbox Series X. That's all I want. A good updated version of KOTOR that I can play on my Series X. I see you playing on your phone, so you're looking up information about this. So what do you think?
I like it. I mean, it looks like there was a trailer for it last year.
Yeah, but oh yeah, because they are making a new one, but it's Sony. It's only gonna be the PlayStation.
Well, after today's episode, it looks like you just need to get a PS5.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So that's why I said all console players. So Sony's fitting the bill, so that's why they're getting the exclusive. This is why they got Spider-Man.
Damn.
What they call it. You think Microsoft has more money than them? They would, jump on these things, but no. Sony, being the sneaky fucks that they are, So yeah, there is a Knights of the Republic coming, but I won't be able to play it unless I get a PS5. So, I want one everybody can play. Everybody can have their own, Star Wars adventure, and not just people who own a PS5. So, like I said, I'm still sticking with my number one. That's it. So, sir, what do you think of my list? Closing thoughts.
I like all the games you brought up. You made me think about some ones that I could have definitely put on my list. But yeah, I like it, and it brings me back to some of the like Bully. I totally forgot about.
Yeah, I know why. Like I said, it's well, I mean, yeah, because we haven't heard about it for so long. That's
Yeah.
but no, I always think about that game when Rockstar makes an announcement. I'm like, tell me you're gonna do another Bully. But you like my idea of him being in college though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would tie in with the story and stuff.
Yeah, man, dude, I would love that, man. Like I said, please, Rockstar, do that next, man. After GTA, do that next. What else you wanted to add about my list?
Legacy of Kain. I can't believe I forgot that.
Yeah, like I said, you rooting, hollering, and raving about how much you like that game, and it wasn't on your list. I'm like, damn, okay, guess you like it that much. But nah, and well, are you surprised I'm my number one, or is something you would assume I would pick?
No, no. I mean, I didn't know you like that one as much, but
Again, BioWare, bro. Like I said, they make favorite game franchise, Mass Effect. So yeah, they did KOTOR before they did Mass Effect. And then I like KOTOR obviously, and
So
then
if it came out, would you get a PS5?
I might. I mean, that might be the game. Be honest with you. Like I said, it's still over a year away, so I got time. But yeah, that might be the game that made me get a PS5, man. They do a KOTOR new and everything. Was that a mod?
No, the remake.
Oh, uh, what are they working on a remake or is this
Yeah,
out?
yeah, they're working on it.
Oh,
Rockstar 2006. Teaser player 2022.
I don't know if that's legit, man. I don't like somebody modded that, man. But yeah, my coach was showing me some footage of Bully. So it looks like a remaster of it, if you will. I mean, I'll take a remaster, but I wouldn't mind a new game.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, maybe if it gets remade and it's popular, then I think they would reconsider on doing it too.
yeah, like I said. I mean, I've seen a lot of YouTubers talk about it too. Like, man, why doesn't Rockstar do anything with Bully? I'm like, yeah, why don't need that game, man? Yeah, it's so good, man. That takes me back, bro. It's like Bully. Yeah, man, very good. All right, enough of reminiscing. Thank you for checking out the podcast and listening to us ramble and go nostalgic about these old video games. I am Sinder. If you want, you can catch me on Instagram at Sinder666. Post about the show, cool shit I find on the internet, and any late breaking news. Throw it over to this guy.
And I'm Jose. You can follow me on Instagram at JoseCE90. And you could slide in the DMs and give us any questions, comments. You want to argue about Resident Evil not having a more recent release, I'm open for it. I'm open for discussion.
Can't believe I don't know why you put that. I know that's your favorite game franchise, but really, you had to put him there too. Jesus, man. Anyway, yeah, and if you follow me, keep an eye out for announcements because I think I will do that video about video games and not only that, but this whole move of female empowerment. I definitely want to share my thoughts on that. So I'm not gonna do it here. Do it on my channel. So stay tuned for that in the next couple of weeks. And like I said, follow me and you'll find out when it drops. I am Cinder. This is Jose. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening. And if you like this, what we're doing, give us that 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening to this on and share. We'd like to spread the word, and like make my cult get bigger. So, till then, I will talk to you guys next time.
Peace out.